Hey guys, welcome back. This is Katie from Great Lakes Budgets. Today I am going to be doing some cash stuffing. Am I knocking this camera all over the place? I feel like I am. I'm just trying to get everything visible. So if you haven't seen some of my other videos, I did purchase some new binders recently, and today I am going to go over kind of what we're going to be doing with them and getting started with that. I am also doing our cash stuffing for our bi-weekly paychecks. So I'm going to go ahead and count most of that. You guys may or may not notice there are a lot of ones here. And I will explain that when we get a little bit further on, but I'm not going to count these again. I want you to take my word for it that there are 101 ones here. So, if you guys didn't notice, I got a new calculator. I actually got this from a Family Dollar that Josh and I just happened to drive by, and there were like massive signs everywhere saying that the store was closing and that everything was discounted. So I found this there for really cheap. I think it was like $2 or something. So I had to get it to replace this old calculator that I could barely see. So I'm going to go ahead and enter 107 here for the $1 bills, and then I will start counting the rest. So we have 200s, 1, 2. We have 250s, so 51. 20s, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. 10s, we have 2 10s, so we have $20. 5s, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we have $697. I'm going to be real with you guys. There was $10 more in here, but I stopped on the way home for a little treat. So there was 707. There's 697 now. Everything is still good. It's still on track. So $697. We are going to start with stuffing my wallet, which is where I start pretty much always. So let me go ahead and pull that out. Really hoping that you guys didn't just see all of my driver's license information. I don't think that you guys can see it. If you can, I will edit it out. All right, so for groceries, we are doing $250. And for that, we are actually doing 200s, 2 20s, and 1 10. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 50. And we do it like that just because we sometimes like to break up our groceries. Sometimes we just buy it all at once, and sometimes we like to just buy it week to week. It really just depends. So that's that. Gas is getting $100, so it is getting both 50s. Fun money is getting $60. It is getting 3 20s, 20, 40, 60. Dining out is getting $20. Personal care, household, and pets are getting skipped this check, and I will explain that a little bit further. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and take these 3 envelopes out of my wallet just because we're going to be keeping these funds in other places now. This personal care one, I'm debating about whether or not I want to keep out or what I want to do with that one for now. But the other ones are coming out because we are going to be putting money in different folders for that. So lastly, we have miscellaneous, which is also getting $20 this week. All right, so that is wallet. Next we are doing, let's see. We are going to put money in our emergency fund. So that is going to be $40. And we are going to put 2 20s. So we did have to take a little bit out, just the cash that was in this envelope for buying the wood that I talked about in my last couple videos. But right now we do have $340 with today's $40 edition in our emergency fund. And the other one we are putting money into is our debt free, which I think I moved. Let's see. Well, I know, how did I want to do this? So one of the new binders that we set up is our debt binder. And in here we have envelopes for student loans, the garage, boat, and our mortgage. Our big focus right now is the garage because it does have such large interest rate on it. So with the $40 that I was going to put in debt free this time, I am going to go ahead and just put that straight into garage, which for garage we do have $500 saved for debt free. All right. Ooh, I don't know if I actually really even showed that. We have, yeah, $500 in the bank in debt free, which we are putting towards the garage. So that is what all we're doing for our debt binder today. We are also going to be splitting all of our completed challenges up between our debt binder and our emergency fund. So I'm going to set this one out of the way now. Let's see what's next. Let's go to our pet binder. So the way that we have decided to do this now is we wanted to put money towards these things, but we know that our main focus is debt and emergency fund. So I got this idea from another channel. I wish I could remember who it was, but she just puts $2 per paycheck in her folders and just lets it stack up. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Let me just make sure. Rewind. That's what we're doing for the rest of our binders. This specific binder though, we are just putting a full 20 into chickens because we are saving for our chickens. Right now we have $200 and now $20 going towards chickens, which we're hoping to have a lot more saved up come spring. So that's going to get a full $20. And then once we meet some of our other goals, we're going to start putting just dollar bills in there. Next we have what I'm calling our homestead binder. This is for just things around the house. So this is where we're going to start our $2. So first is for firewood. We already have the money that we're going to spend on firewood this year. We've already spent it. So this will be going for next winter, which is wild to think about. we have a whole year to save for this, so $2 will definitely add up for that. Next is for our garden. This we have a little bit less time to save for, but at the same time, I don't have many large plans for a garden in the spring. We're still really just learning our property and what we want to do to it. I know for sure we want to do a pollinator garden in the spring. So that might be what we start with next year. But yeah, for now, these are all just getting $2. This envelope is for improvements around the house. Another $2 is going into fencing. So we have goals, obviously, of chickens, but we are hoping to get goats, and we are also hoping to fence in our smaller backyard that we have so that we can just let our dogs out and not have to worry so much about the neighbors' dogs who are constantly running into our yard, or B, wildlife around here, because we do have deer, we have bear in this area, not as frequently, but they do exist around here. So we just want to make sure that our dogs are safe. So fencing is going to be a big priority, hopefully next year. Next we have a pond. We would love to have a wildlife pond in the backyard. We have a large field area where there's already a pretty large, I don't want to call it a hole, but it is pretty much the shape of a wildlife pond. It has already been dug out in our back field. And really, to make it into a pond, we would just need like a pond liner and probably a way to filter water and like keep the water moving back there. But yeah, that is a longer term goal. We don't foresee working on that unless we have, a lot more money coming in that we can put towards it. This for right now is kind of a distant goal. And then lastly, we have a general animals folder. So this is different than, say, our pet binder. This is going to go for future farm animals, so goats. Our chickens, upkeep and care and things like that is in here. All right. Next, we have month ahead. So, again, this we are just putting $2 per envelope. That might sound a little bit silly because, some of these are pretty large, but large expenses for the month, I should say. But again, this is not a goal for tomorrow or next month. This is a goal for as quickly as we can building up funds in here so that we are a month ahead on our large bills. So in this folder, we have groceries and gas. These do come out of our check every month, obviously. And this is our car gas. We also have internet, which is a little bit of a higher expense for us because we do have to have satellite internet where we are. There are no companies that provide internet to us. So we have electricity, and someday my hope is that in the future we're going to be adding like solar to our homesteading goals. So someday we will start saving for that, and my goal is that we can get as much solar power used in this house as we can so that we don't have such a high electricity bill. I mean, really, it isn't high compared to some places, but it's still one thing we might not have to pay if we had solar. So insurance, this is our auto insurance. phones. DTE, which is our natural gas bill. That is $3, not $2. So right now we have a monthly natural gas bill that is literally just a fee to maintain our gas line. We currently have not, in the last, I think we've been here 5 months. In the last 5 months, even with winter starting here, we have not used any natural gas. And a big part of that is our wood boiler. So natural gas for us is what heats our home primarily. But because we utilize our wood boiler, and because, this is a main reason we spent so much on firewood, the more firewood that we put in our wood boiler, the less natural gas we need to use to heat this house. So if we can keep our natural gas payment down to minimum payments every month, rather than having really large spikes in the winter, that would be ideal. I would be beyond happy with that. But for right now, I'm just glad that we have some time. We have quite a bit of wood now. So we'll see how long it lasts us. We'll see how long we can get through this winter not using any natural gas, and then we can better plan for future winters. All right. And then lastly, we have my brand new business binder. So this one, I just made a short about putting this together. And I honestly wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this binder, but Josh and I were talking, and going into 2026, I really want to focus on growing my small business and really developing my Etsy and my Ko-Fi, coffee, however you want to say it, as well as my YouTube. And I want to make sure that I prepare myself for that, and I want to make sure that I'm not overextending myself. I'm not putting a bunch of money into a business that may or may not, do well. So I put together some things that I want to save money for. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I'm really hopeful that, my Etsy shop continues to make sales and that people still enjoy what I make. But I think we all know that trends change, and creativity can sometimes lack. Maybe not everybody likes everything, and I don't really know where else I'm going with that, but I just want to prepare myself. So anyways, in this binder, I have taxes, I have supplies. Let's see. I have shipping costs, which ideally would be paid, by orders, but sometimes things cost a little bit more than I charge for shipping. So I would eventually like to have a P.O. box, but they are expensive. So putting $2 there. $2 in equipment, because printers are expensive, and mine has been acting pretty wonky lately. She is not liking the fact that I have been printing a lot of things. So next I have organization. I would love some new shelves that I could store physical products on. Next is fees. For anyone who has an Etsy, you know that sometimes those fees are a little crazy. So in order to kind of balance that out, I'll save some money for that. And then lastly is giveaways. So I have never done a giveaway on my YouTube before. I am shooting to save up money for when I hit 200 subscribers. I think when I checked earlier today, I was at 121. So I have a little ways to go. But my goal is to do a giveaway at 200 subscribers. So I'd really love to see that happen. It may take until next year, which is fine. It may never happen, but I want to be prepared for when it does. So those are our new binders. I'm trying to remember if I missed anything here because I feel like I did. I know a lot of this money is going towards savings challenges, but I didn't feel like it was this many ones. So I'm going to go ahead and count these ones and see how much we have left. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 65 ones. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Plus 10. Perfect. I guess for some reason, this looked like too many ones, but according to the math, it is the correct amount. So I have $105 for savings challenges, which is super exciting. That will probably be broken up a little bit here and there, but that is kind of what I have for today's video. I hope you guys like my new binder setup. I'm still a little bit, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to push myself to do more than I can do financially, but I also want to make sure that like I'm not just throwing all my other goals to the side for one thing. So I don't know. It makes my brain happier to put little bits away, even if it's just $2 every 2 weeks, you know? Yeah, that's what I can do for now. So that's what I'm doing. Also, you know, this is $105 that is eventually going to end up in our debt-free, or it's going to end up in our emergency fund. So I think overall we're doing well saving. So that is my video for today, guys. If you are new here, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe or like my video. Yeah, and if you're not new here, let me know in the comments like which of these is your favorite binders or what you'd like to see in the future. I would appreciate it. So thanks so much, guys. I will see you next time.